Hello everyone. Today we are going to see data entity in new shapes. I have already built a process model. Let's look into it. As part of 8.0 we have introduced upset pick list, upset pick list items, query pick list items, delete pick list items, delete pick list, import record data, export record data, grant permission and revoke permission. I have a form where I am gathering all the required details. Let's quickly see the e-form. I am updating description for upset pick list item. I am creating a new one. Query pick list item. This is more of a response gathering purpose. Delete pick list item. You will select the pick list and you will select the pick list item and you will delete the corresponding one. Delete pick list item. I am selecting the pick list name and the corresponding pick list will be deleted. Revoke permission, I am selecting the user for which the access has to be revoked. This is about the e-form. Moving on to upset pick list configuration. Let's configure the activity. By default, you have to provide display name and description for all the data entity shapes. Moving on to upset pick list configuration, you have to provide the internal name of the pick list, display name and pick list description. That's about upset pick list. Upset pick list items configuration. In upset pick list you have to select whether it's a standard or custom pick list. I have selected the pick list and the mapping required. I have done the mapping from form field to array pick list. We have done the required mapping to insert new record into the pick list. Moving on to query pick list item configuration. I have selected the pick list and I have selected the pick list name and I have made the required schema mapping. Delete pick list item. Let's see the configuration quickly. You can select from the drop down directly or you can even pass the form variable. You can pass the form variable or you can select from here and delete. For demo purpose I have submitted the form variable. That's about delete pick list items. Delete pick list configuration. You can delete multiple pick lists. You can select from here or you can drag and drop the variables. I have selected from the form variable and it has been passed. That's about delete pick list. Import record data. I am importing records from Google Drive. I have done the configuration. The source details configuration is as follows. I say next. I am importing the data to DE demo entity. Let's quickly look into it. There are no records. That's about import record data, export record data. I have configured the target configuration, that is Google Drive, and I have selected the required folder where the file needs to be dropped. I chose to create under my new folder with demo as a file name. I say next. I am selecting the custom entities and I have selected the entity which needs to be exported and I have selected it as export as JSON. That's about export record data. Configure activity. This is a grant permissions configuration page. Here you can select the corresponding entity and provide the permissions based on your requirement. I am providing the user details and assign groups also is possible, but for demo purpose I am assigning it for a user. Moving on to revoke permission configuration. Configure activity configuration. I have to remove a particular configuration for the user. I can select the corresponding entity and the permission that needs to be removed, and for specific user I can go ahead and user or a group I can go ahead and revoke the permission. That's about the design time. Let's quickly check it in the runtime. New description updated upset pick list item. Let's say demo. Query pick list item is more for the response. I have selected AgilePoint designations as my pick list and I am going to delete one of the role, that is HR. You can even select multiple and delete. I am going to delete one. I am going to delete vtest list, pick list, revoke permission. I would remove permission for Balamurugan. Let's quickly submit this. Let's quickly go to manage runtime processes and select the process. Upsub pick list is done. Let's quickly go and see. The new description is updated. I'll quickly update the timer. Upsub pick list is done. Let's quickly see. Let's refresh this. Demo is added. Whatever the details that we gave in the form is reflecting. Let's go back to process viewer. Query pick list is done. Let's go to data. Form variable. The data is retrieved and it is shown here. Let's switch to process monitor. I will update the timer. Delete pick list item. Let's quickly check. We chose to remove HR and HR is removed from AgilePoint designations. Let's quickly update the timer. We have vtest list. This should be deleted. Let's quickly refresh. The pick list is deleted. DE demo entity doesn't have any record, so I am going to import record. Import record is done. Let's quickly go here and refresh it. Data is imported. Update. Export is done. Let's quickly go to Google Drive and check it. The file is uploaded to Google Drive. Let's move on. Grant permission. The permission is granted for Balamurugan. Let's quickly update the timer. Revoke permission. The permission should be revoked. Let's quickly refresh. The permissions has been revoked. That's about data entity, new activities as part of 8.0. Thank you.